Hi everyone, another day, another vlog, and I thought I would begin by talking about a book that inspired me to make these vlogs. And it was overdue at the library. It was in my very first vlog, so I had to return the book, but I got it back now. It's crushing it. And I figured, why not get the other book that inspired Gary to write this one? And that's the 2009 book called Crush It. And it's cute how he spells his name out in the top there. For anybody who may have difficulty pronouncing it, Gary Vaynerchuk. Anyway, this is 2009 and this is 2018. I've not read the whole thing, and I'm only halfway through, and I figured may as well make some comments on what I've learned so far. So it's sort of like a memoir at the beginning. I appreciated how Gary, talked about who he is, how he came to write this book and build his business and his online social media presence. So Gary talks about his family coming to North America in 1978, and then in early 1980s his father bought into a liquor store business, and Gary became part of the family business at some point. And then when he saw the Web 2.0 potential in early 2000s, he sort of jumped on it when the time was right. So what I appreciated is how Gary is authentic and honest about who he is. And he's not saying that anybody can become a celebrity or an entrepreneur or a orator or a travel vlogger. There's a lot of observations he makes about himself and how he wants to inspire others to do what's in their DNA. So he talks about how it's in his DNA to be a people's person and to build businesses. And he says he waited for the right medium. So the right medium being what he calls video blogs, like what I'm doing right now. So Gary says, I had a bookmark here on page 35. Before I launched Wine Library TV, I saw that blogs were on the rise, and I knew there was opportunity there and was desperate to get in on it. But I looked in the mirror and asked, can you write? No. So anyway, and then he talks about how he noticed things were changing. This is, Twitter era, Facebook era, and then you get YouTube in 2006, 7, 8, I guess getting more and more popular. And then Gary writes, I had to do in a way that was authentically me, and then I couldn't wait to do it every day. So I waited until I found a medium that spoke to my DNA, video blogs, jumped on it, and never looked back. So I appreciated how Gary says, hey, not everybody can become Gary, but whatever is in your DNA, if you keep looking and keep trying, you will find something that speaks to you, that speaks to your core. And Gary talks about how quality trumps quantity, or that, in his words, quality is a tremendous filter. Cream always rises up to the top. And that makes sense why in 2009, this book I never heard about, here I am going out of my way, reading 2 of them in 2022. Because over time, over a decade, there must be something good. Or I guess another way to look at it is it was a very successful meme, and that's what allowed it to propagate through our culture and through space and time. Here I am talking about it in 2022 because there is something to be said. Even though we are entering the Web 3.0 era, so we're leaving behind Web 2.0 to some extent, but it sort of trickles into the zeitgeist of our times. So I look forward to reading the other half that's left and then revisit bits of Crushing It, and I look forward to sharing that journey with you guys, and thank you for watching.